Hey, this is Future Sly. I forgot to mention this in my intro, but so basically, if I'm 100% confident on what I'm talking about in the iceberg, there will be 3 Cooper canes. If I'm not sure, there will be 2 Cooper canes. And if I'm just speculating, there will be 1 Cooper cane. Alright, let's get into the video. Hey everyone, Sly here. Today I'm doing something a little different. Today I am recording an iceberg video. Today I am doing a Sly Cooper iceberg, based off of mysteries and just stuff from the community in general. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get started. Above the iceberg. Sly Cooper movie canned indefinitely. This has to do with the movie trailer for the Sly Cooper movie in 2014 that was made by Rainmaker Studios, the same people who made the Ratchet & Clank movie. It was set to release in 2016, but is now sadly cancelled. The funny thing is, you can still watch the trailer and go to a Twitter account for the movie that still says 2016, which is quite stupid, but okay. Sly TV show unknown status. Don't really have much information on this one, but this has to do with the silent canceling of the TV show that was supposed to have premiered in October of 2019. They had the characters' names and everything, which if I can find a picture of, I'll put on screen here. If I can find a picture of it. And that's pretty much all I got from that one. Community divided by opinions for Sly 4. This has to do with people who didn't like Sly Cooper Thieves in Time because it was either inferior to the first 3 games or just plain stupid. And then there's the other side of people who actually enjoyed the game. I'm personally on the side of people who, compared to the other 3, Sly 4 wasn't as good, but you know, I still liked the game. I didn't hate it at all, so I thought it was a pretty decent game. But that's where I stand on the situation. Sly outfit in Ghost of Tsushima. And again, all I know about this is there's like a headband in the game that has a Cooper cane on it. That's all I really know about that one, really. I'll put a picture on screen if I can find it. Sly stuck in Egypt. Now, this has to get. This has to do with the 100% secret ending in Sly 4 that shows Sly stuck in Egypt, and it ends with a cliffhanger and never explained how Sly got there and why he's stuck there. Well, kind of explained how he got there because, like, you can see all the blimp pieces from the Paradox's time travel blimp. But hopefully a Sly 5 will happen and continue on this. The Visible Iceberg. Sly Cooper Reload Coded. This is a YouTuber, from what I know, this is a YouTuber that uploaded a lot of beta footage from the first 3 Sly Cooper games. And that's all I really know, is just a dude who uploaded a lot of beta footage. That one Band of Conducts guy. Couldn't really find anything on this one, but I assume it is either someone who worked on the game or like a joke in the community or something. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but I'll look into it and try to find out what this was. World 4 Skip discovered. This is a tactic speedrunners do in Sly Cooper the Thievius Raccoonus, where if you jump and swing your cane enough times in a certain direction, eventually you just clip through a bunch of crap in the Panic King's world, and it's kind of stuff like that from what I remember and from what I've heard and seen. Monaco. Now this is an interesting one. This is a cut world from Sly 2 that was originally going to be the second part of Dimitri's nightclub. You can see the footage of it in the bonus video for the 80% completion in Sly 3. Not much is known about the story of it, other than there was like some stuff with Bentley and a yacht. Egypt getting cut due to PlayStation Vita limitations. Now this one has to do with the director of Sanzaru, or whoever it was that was interviewed, saying that the Egypt was originally going to be in the game but got cut, and then they were originally going to make a DLC, but they weren't able to do it because of the limitations of the PlayStation Vita. Sad as it is that they had to cancel it, still would have been cool if we actually would have gotten it. And again, I still have no clue if the PS Vita was a good excuse, because some of the games PS Vita could hold was quite interesting. I mean, I heard that I haven't heard, I know that Borderlands 2 is on the PS Vita. I don't know how good it actually runs, but I honestly don't think them saying that's a good excuse, but what do I know? SGB playthrough. This is a popular one. This has to do with the insanely popular Super Gaming Bros comedy series on the Sly Cooper games. They play through all 4 of the games in a comedic way, but I would not recommend watching it if you are young, because they do say a lot of swear words and stuff. So if you are going to go watch it, viewer discretion is advised. Dark Side Phil's How Not to Play playthrough. Alright, so this one's pretty similar to the Super Gaming Bros in a way. It's another comedy series, but except on Sly Cooper. I don't really remember what most of it was. I just remember it was a comedy series like on the Sly Cooper games. And again, would not recommend watching it if you are young, because there are swear words. So viewer discretion is advised if you decide to go check it out. The First Heist. Well, this is an easy one. I'm surprised this one isn't in the Above the Iceberg. So this has to do with when Sly and the gang was in the orphanage. Him, Bentley, and Murray made a plan to steal the greatest treasure known to every children ever, the cookie jar. And that's how the Cooper gang started, and then Murray ate most of the cookies, that fat freak. Nah, I'm just joking. But Murray eating all the cookies was official Sly Cooper canon, though, like that actually happened. Why doesn't Murray wear pants? Well, that's a simple answer. Murray himself said he can't find any that fits his husky hippo frame. He also said it wasn't fair. And that's it. Yep. Initial dive. The modding community. Okay, so from what I found on this one, this is a Discord community from what I can find. I'm not sure what happens in that community. I just know that this is like where all the modding community usually is, in like this one Discord server or whatever. I'm not sure if there's more to it than that. That's just what I found. Custom Sly 2 build of RPC S3. I'm also not 100% on what this is, but I do believe it is some form of emulator, because all the stuff I've seen of it shows gameplay of like classic PlayStation games and stuff like that. So I'm not sure what this is, but I'm pretty sure it's an emulator for some classic PlayStation games on a computer, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100%, so don't take my word for that. I'll do more research on this one and update it in like the comments section or something. Bottle crashing. This seems to have to do with some people getting a Clue bottle and then their game just completely breaking on them, because this has happened to me a few times when I played Sly 2. I'm going to research it just to make sure that's what this is. If it isn't, I'll edit a comment or put something in the description to fix my mistake. But as of right now, that's all I know. World 3 boss trigger not loaded at all times. I couldn't find much on this one either. It seems some people had issues with the Rajan boss not loading and the Miss Ruby boss in Sly 1 not loading. I'm not sure if that's 100% what this is, but that's what it seems. Again, I'll research this one and put something in the comment section to fix my mistake. Kevin Miller actively participating in the Sly community. Alright, this one has to do with the voice actor for Sly Cooper being very active with the fans and just the community in general. Even, for those of you who don't know, he even has a podcast called Gamerland and the Second Funniest Podcast, where he does stuff, because we all know that the First Funniest Podcast is obviously the least funniest, so we had to make the second one, because everyone knows that second is funnier. But yeah, he's. I've actually had a few interactions with the guy myself, which is me being a Sly Cooper fanboy since I grew up with it. He's really cool. But yeah, I'd recommend go checking him out. He's a nice guy. Yeah, if you want to get into Sly Cooper in general, I'd recommend go checking the guy out. Sly Cooper Rocks' new identity / lost videos. So from what I remember being younger, Sly Cooper Rocks was a YouTuber who midway quit their career and then like made a new channel or something like that. You know, kind of like what I did, except I didn't rebrand. I have the same name, other than I have Productions at the end of my name now. But basically, I have watched a few of his videos. He put like a for sale sign on his channel as a joke, like when he was switching channels or whatever. And then YouTube didn't like that, so he got deleted. Yikes. That's not a good one, Chief. Bad move. The Deep Dive. Dimitri's 3-phase boss fight. I couldn't find anything about this one. Like, I literally couldn't find anything. If I had to guess, I would say it was probably in the beta or some form of boss that was going to happen in the Cut Monica world, or some form of clickbait or a mod. Sounds pretty cool. I wish the Dimitri boss was a little longer, in my opinion, because Operation Thunderbreak was one of the best missions in the game in the entire series. Again, we still don't really know much about it. Maybe it had something to do with Monaco when Bentley drove that yacht through the wall or whatever. But we might never know anything about this one. I'll keep researching, see if I can find anything about it. But Operation Thunderbreak is still one of the best missions in the entire series, and I don't care what anyone says. Debug menu. Well, this is an easy one. This has to do with the debug menus in the Sly betas. It's like really fine, and that's all I really know about it. I'll keep researching it, but I'm pretty sure that's what that's referring to. Rocket and Jojo's Easter eggs. Well, that's another easy one, because I actually have experienced these myself. This has to do with an Easter egg in Sly 2. In episode 5, A Tangled Web, you, in the crypt mission, like where you take pictures of the ghosts and all that crap. I forgot the name of the mission. But basically, outside of the crypt, there is a grave for Jojo, or not Jojo, Rocket. And when you go in the crypt, if you stand on like a certain area, go in your binocular and like turn around, you can see like Sly's forefather just floating around, because Jojo is a thieving raccoon, except he was a bad boy. But you can just see him floating around. And so I really got on that one. I'll keep looking into it though, just to make sure there's not any other Easter eggs that I am personally missing. SlyCooperNet.com. This is a website for the Sly Cooper fandom. It has like some trivia and facts and stuff like that on it. And that's all I know, and that's all I saw going on the website. That's pretty much it. That's all I got. HL_hippo_temp. I honestly couldn't find anything about this one either, but if I had to guess, it was probably something in the beta of some sort of glitch or like a placeholder or something, maybe. Kind of like how in the Sly 3 beta, everything says British in front of it. Still have no clue what that's about, but that's a thing, you know. Dangerous Dive. I may look like Neela, but I'm not. This is another thing I couldn't find anything about. I'm not sure what this means, if it is like a joke in the fandom, or like the modding community, or like a profile or whatever, but I'll look into this one more. Sly School Flash Game. This was a flash game in the internal website for Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Or not the internal website. like the promotional website. It was a Flash game there. You can't access the website anymore, but this was a thing for a while, apparently. I had no idea that this even existed until today, when I just got done researching this specific thing. I'll have to do more research, see if I can figure out what it was exactly. I just know that's what it was, pretty much. It's just a Flash game. Bomb Baseball. This is a cut minigame in Sly 3 from the beta. The only instances I found in the beta footage were the Ferris wheel mission from Venice, where you just completely wreck the Ferris wheel, and the mission where you're looking for the guru in Australia for Murray. Those are the only instances of it that I could find, and that's all I really know about it. Jeff. I'm not sure what this is. I think it's a meme of some sort. Might have to do with the guard or the villain El Jefe from Sly 4. I'll have to look into this and update in the description or comments, I guess. Okay guys, Sly here after recording this video. Here's a little update on the Jeff part. I did a little bit more research and I actually found out it is a joke inside of the modding Discord server for the Sly series. So, I mean, I was half right. Alright, we'll go to the next entry. Peace out. Sly's Weed. This is a meme in the modding community. It has to do with like some of the ending memes and stuff. For example, the Sly 3 Weed ending because of some faces and conspicuous smoke in the background and some of the cutscenes with Sly in them. The most common image used in this meme format is the cut opening for Sly 3 when he's on the ground smoking with a bunch of skid marks. The common theory for why he looks like this is because it's common belief it takes place after Carmelita beats Dr. M's giant monster thing, and Sly gets thrown in insane length at a high speed, which I choose to believe, but it remains to be seen if that ever gets explained. Bottom of the iceberg. Bob the Guard / Martha's Cookies. I'm not sure what this is, honestly. I think it's a running gag in the modding server, but the community in general, or just the community in general, I'm not sure, but I'll have to look into this one more, and I'll update it in the description or the comments when I figure out what the heck Bob the Guard and Martha's Cookies are. Sanzaru isn't surprised that the remasters are broken. This has to do with the little effort and delayed response of the reports of bugs and stuff from the Sly Cooper collection on the PS3. And that's all I really know from what I could find or stuff like that or whatever. That's all I really know. Pope Disguise. This one confuses me. I couldn't find anything on it, but it sounds pretty strange. It probably would have been interesting if they actually went ahead and kept this in the game. But I'm going to research this one more and see if I can find an answer for whatever the heck this was. The reverse engineering efforts. So from what I could find, this has to do with like people trying to reverse engineer Sly Cooper and make like PC ports and like crappy ripoffs and crap like that, I guess. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'll look into this one more for sure. Not deep enough for you. The cut Sly Cooper PSP game. Okay, so from what I could find, this was a game that was the original Sly 4, but got canceled before they even made the pitch. They just have a few concept photos. All we have is the concept photos because they were released to the public, and that's all I really know about it. Jungle Crap. This has to do with a whip animated cutscene to test sounds or something like that in Sly 3. Yeah, that's all I really know. Thieves in Time, originally developed by Sucker Punch. So for those of you who don't know, Sucker Punch was the people who made the first 3 Sly trilogy games, but This has to do with Sucker Punch moving to Infamous, but originally possibly making Sly 4 before Zanzaru came along and bought the franchise, and like the early test footage looks more like Sucker Punch's cel-shaded design than what Sly 4 really looks like. Although it's still cel-shaded, look more like the Sly 3 art style. Void Corruption. I couldn't find much about this one. Well, by much I mean anything at all, but what I think from what it sounds like to me, sounds like something to do with the PSP game that was never released because of one of the concept images of like an evil-looking Sly. I'll put it on screen, but that's what I believe that probably was. Harbor Station Gas. Alright, so this is a meme that has to do with the footage of the Cut Monaco level. And there's like a bunch of like T-posing police pig guards around the gas station. It's actually kind of funny when I figured out that's what that was. I thought that was kind of hilarious seeing the pigs there. And that's all I really know about that one. Seriously, stop now, please. That one potentially real Sly 5 leak. Now, I actually remember this one. This was a sadly fake leak of a Sly 5 Masters of Thieves game. The leak was proved to be fake quite quickly, although there's still hope for Sly 5, but sadly this leak was fake because I believe the reason why it was proved to be fake was because like the fonts were off or something like that. I wasn't sure. It was just something like called fake because like they did a terrible job like doing something about it. Murray's raft job in Venice. I couldn't actually find much about this. From what I know, it is a cut mission from Sly 3, which would involve Murray using his raft that he uses off and on in the game. I never could find any footage or any information about it. I just know that I heard that apparently this was cut. So I have no clue if this is actually true or not, but hopefully one day in the future I'll find out. I'll do more research about it and I'll update the comment section or something. Kimiko trailers. Honestly, I have no idea what this is. I don't know if it has to do with like trailers for Sly 4 or like trailers for one of the first 3 games or something. I honestly have no idea what this is, but I'll look into it more and hopefully be able to make an update in like the comments or something. The Crushing Depths. Disc TOC. I'm not sure what this one is either. I kept researching it, and I just saw like pictures of the disc for the Sly Cooper collection in the first Sly Cooper game, Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. I'll have to look into this one more because I'm not sure what this is, honestly. Cooper Channel info leak. So from what I could find, this has to do with a leak in the Sly Cooper modding Discord server where the VIP channel got leaked and everyone got like all the private information or whatever the heck was in it. I honestly don't remember what I read exactly. I just remember it saying there was some leak in that community. I'll look into it more and hopefully maybe find an update. Mega Jump purchasable. Oh, I remember this one. This was a huge rumor back in the old days of Sly Cooper. This was a rumor that people said you could buy the Mega Jump after 100%ing the game or something like that, and then like it would be like in your thing. You know, like there's people using like action replay codes and crap to like mod it in their game and stuff like that. Again, I'm not 100% if that's what this is, but from my experience, I think that's pretty much what this is, but I'll look into it more. Prince Sal. So, from what I could find, this had to do with files for Sal's original character, because he was originally supposed to be a prince, judging by files that data miners and reverse engineers found. And then late in the production, they changed him to the butthead he is today. Question marks. Sly 1 through 4 is just a daydream. So from what I found about this, I'm not sure if there's multiple versions of this theory or not, but from what I found, this is a theory about Sly daydreaming while he was in the orphanage. It says that all the games were just a daydream and it didn't actually happen. It was just in the imagination of a kid in an orphanage hoping for a good future. Some variations of the theory say that Bentley and Murray don't even exist and they're just part of Sly's mind. It's really interesting that someone thought that the games were a daydream. I mean, it could be true, we don't really know. But I'm just going to assume it's not because my childhood. Monaco interior. So from what I've found, this seems to have to do with the casino part that was cut from Monaco in the Sly 2 beta and all that kind of stuff. And it said that Bentley was going to ram a yacht through the wall so Sly could go fight Dimitri or something like that. I honestly have no idea. We don't have a lot of information. All we know is it drives a yacht to the wall. I'm going to assume it has something to do with that. Girlfriend reveal. This was a video that lost someone a moderating job in the Sly Cooper Discord server. Or the Sly Cooper modding Discord server for being too depressing and self-deprecating overall. Yep. That's all I know about that one. Sly's father's face. I'm honestly surprised this one's actually down this far on the iceberg. This has to do with the mystery of Connor Cooper's face. We have known, or we do know who was his gang, which was Dr. M and McSweeney and Connor. Connor being dead now, sadly, but I'm sure if we ever get a Sly 5, hopefully they will go into the mystery more and maybe even give us a face reveal. Who is Sly's mother? Another one that I'm surprised is so far down on this iceberg. Well, this is an easy mystery to talk about. This has to do with us not even knowing the species of Sly's mom. The common theory is she's a fox, and it would explain Sly's attraction to Carmelita. But we can't say exactly for sure because we really don't know enough information if it's a fox or a raccoon or whatever. Just speculation is all we can really do until that ever gets elaborated on. Sly's father is Jojo. I'm not sure if this is a meme or something in the modding community, but some people said that Sly's father was Jojo the raccoon because they're both thieves and raccoons. Personally, I don't believe Connor was Jojo because his name is Connor, but who knows because we have never seen the guy's real face, so it could be true. Guards don't die. This is some form of theory about the guards when they puff in the smoke using some kind of short-range teleporter and to try to explain why Dimitri or Rajan or like Octavio or just any of the bad guys never just freaking run out of guards. Which if that's the case, then it's kind of strange. Sly Three Creepypasta. So we have finally made it to the final entry on the iceberg. So from what I know about this creepypasta, it's similar to the Sonic.exe creepypasta where the writer found a haunted copy of Sly 3 and then spoopy stuff started happening. Weird things like Sly losing his cane or Bentley crawling instead of being in his wheelchair, and Murray just being severely depressed. And then like in the final world or something like that, like the Cooper gang would like all start killing each other and then Bentley or someone like screams at him, "What have you done?" or something like that. It's kind of weird. Yeah, but thanks for sitting here and listening to me ramble about my childhood for however long this video is. I'll definitely do another Sly Cooper iceberg video soon if I can ever find more mysteries and stuff. And you know, hope you guys enjoyed my first attempt at an iceberg video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you all in my next video. Peace out.